Hello, today in Basic Science, we're looking at the topic nutrient cycle, food chain and the food web. Nutrient cycle is a system where energy and matter are transferred between living and non-living parts of the environment. A system where energy and matter is transferred between living and non-living organisms in the environment. This occurs as animals and plants consume nutrients found in the soil, and these nutrients are then released back into the environment via death and decomposition. The movement or exchange of nutrients among the living and non-living constituents of an ecosystem is what the nutrient cycle is all about. Nutrient cycle or the food chain. Nutrient cycling is a process through which components change into different forms and then returns to their original state. Let's look at the diagram, the diagrammatic explanation of the nutrient cycle. Here we have plants. We have plants and animals in this environment. Then the plant is getting sunlight, which helps the plant to undergo photosynthesis. The plant produces oxygen, which animals and human beings inhale, and then human beings exhale carbon dioxide, which plants in turn needs. The plant sometimes decays and forms fossil fuels. Animals too consume plants and they pass out waste, which also helps in forming the fossil fuel which the industries need. The fossil fuels also helps the plants in their root respiration. Then the factories also need the fossil fuels, and the factories in turn brings out carbon dioxide, which the plant needs. There's a cycle here. It's a way it's the transfer of energy from between living and non-living organisms in the environment. That is what the nutrient cycle is all about. Let's look at the importance of the nutrient cycle. The importance of the food chain. The food chain is necessary for the transformation of nutrients from one form to another so that different species can use them. For instance, before nitrogen from the air can be used by plants, it must be fixed, turning into ammonium and nitrate. Nitrogen from the air can only be used by plants when photosynthesis has taken place on the plant. Then the plant in turn they absorbs the nutrients from the plant in turn produces oxygen which human beings need. The plant decays and gets into the soil. It then becomes ammonium or nitrates, which the roots of the plant absorbs for growth. Another importance of the food chain is the transfer of nutrients from one place to another for use, such as from air into soil or water. The transfer of nutrients from the air into water, into the soil or water. It's another importance of the food chain. Balancing the ecosystem by storing nutrients for later use. The food chain helps to balance the ecosystem. The sunlight helps the plants in the photosynthetic reaction. The plant produces oxygen which human beings and animals need. Human beings and animals inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide which the plants need. So all these things helps to balance the ecosystem. Another importance is that through nutrient cycling, living things communicate with the abiotic elements of their environment. Through nutrient cycle, living things like human beings, animals, even the plants, communicate with the abiotic, the non-living elements of their environment. The relationship between living and non-living entities is largely mediated by the food cycle. So the food cycle mediates the relationship, balances the relationship between the non-living and living entities of an environment. Energy flow is also can be referred to be the food chain and the food web. It is the movement of energy from one trophic level to another. The movement of energy from one trophic level to another. Movement of energy from the sun down to the plants, down to humans, and animals, then from humans and animals back to plants, That's the energy flow and nutrient. That's the connection between the energy flow and nutrient cycle. The movement of energy from one trophic level to another. This is the image on the screen. On the demo on the screen displays the energy flow. The sunlight is coming down onto the plants. It's transferring energy from the sun to the plants, which helps in photosynthetic reaction. The plant absorbs the sunlight, produces oxygen, which human beings and animals need. And then human beings and animals inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide, which the plant needs. That's the energy flow from one trophic level to another. Let's look at the types. The first type of nutrient cycle is the gaseous cycle. In the gaseous cycle, the atmosphere and the ocean acts as the primary chemical storage. The atmosphere and the ocean acts as the primary chemical storage spaces in these cycles. These non-numeral compounds are used in this kind of cycle. Examples of this type of nutrient cycle includes the nitrogen cycle, the carbon cycle, the hydrogen cycle, and the oxygen cycle. The demo on the screen is showing us what the nutrient or the gaseous cycle looks like. The sun is shining down. The sun is coming from the atmosphere and is shining onto the earth here. The plants absorbs the sunlight and it helps in photosynthetic reaction. This plant then produces oxygen, that's a gas which human beings and animals need. Human beings and animals inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide, which the plants need. That's the gaseous cycle. Then the plants also take in carbon dioxide and produce oxygen again. It's moving in this cycle. That's the cycle that is moving. That's what the gaseous cycle is all about. Another type of nutrient cycle we're considering is the hydrological or the water cycle. For the hydrological or the water cycle, the reservoir in this cycle could be in the soil or the atmosphere. The reservoir could be in the soil or the atmosphere. When the rain falls from the atmosphere, the water stores in the atmosphere in the clouds. When rain falls, it releases the water in the atmosphere and it falls down to the earth, into the ground, and the soil absorbs it. That's another reservoir. It absorbs the water that has fallen from the atmosphere. The water then, when the sun shines, the water evaporates back into the atmosphere and then forms cloud, where the water is also retained or reserved. So the hydrological cycle occurs in this form. Water in the atmosphere that has been stored in the cloud falls to the earth, is reserved in the soil, the sun shines and the water evaporates back into the atmosphere. That is what the hydrological cycle is all about. Like the demo on the screen will also help to explain it better. The demo here is also explaining the hydrological cycle. Water is evaporating into the atmosphere, forming clouds, which in turn falls back to the earth and is absorbed or retained by the soil. This has brought us to the end of this exercise today on the nutrient cycle. Let's look at the assessment session. What is nutrient cycle? Set the importance of the food chain. Drop your answer in the comment section. That will be all for today. Thank you for watching. See you in our next demo.